Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the score is 67-56. The Lakers are down at the half in San Francisco, Chase Center against the Warriors. And the game has been much closer than the score would show. They just pulled away over the last 3 minutes, hitting a bunch of threes. Podziemski, we were kind of leaving him open to hit threes, and Steph Curry's on fire with like 23 points. He's on absolute fire. Austin has 11. He's being aggressive. I like what I see from him. The shot selection hasn't been great, though. I got to give some credit to the defense of the Golden State Warriors. They've been crowding our guys out, and we've been trying to attempt tough shots over them. Trace Jackson Davis, they're giving him some minutes, and he's going nuts as well. He had like 13 points in like 6 minutes or something crazy like that. He just came in, was doing stuff on both sides of the floor. Like what I saw from Jackson Hayes and D'Lo Russell on a nice play where D'Lo ran a pick and roll with him that worked, and of course we're out with Christian Wood now, so we need more Jackson Hayes, and he looked pretty good with the minutes given. Anthony Davis just got to, pick better shots, man. We're shooting 20-something% from behind the arc. I don't need some of those threes that we're taking. AD was one of the guys taking those threes. A straightaway three that just should have been a play run for that. Rui Hachimura trying to take contested shots, biting on various different things on the other side, kind of allowing the defense, the offensive player to run past him, stuff like that. So we're just not sharp. You can see that we're fresh off the All-Star break, and without LeBron James and reincorporating guys like Max Christie into the situation, we just don't look that great to me. But I think the game is much closer than the score would tell, because they just hit a three at the buzzer. So it's like we could try to crawl back in this thing, but at the end of the day, we just look a little flat to me. And I'm slightly frustrated, and there's a lot of components lead to why you're down this big at this point. But I felt like when the lead for the Golden State Warriors hit 7, I was screaming into my phone, now is the possession you call the timeout. Now is the possession you call the timeout. And Darvin did not call the timeout in that particular possession. We turned the ball over. They went into a transition on a layup, and then he called the timeout. Out of the timeout, we missed a shot, and they hit a three. So it's like, these are the type of things. It's like, I need my coach to really settle guys down. You got to have a feel for this game. And maybe I'm just too indoctrinated in video game culture to where I think at a certain point you just call a timeout outright when the lead is starting to go a certain way. I feel like the rhythm of the game, the feel of the game that I feel I have tells me to call a timeout at a specific point. Maybe the coach feels like it should be done a little later or sooner. So I don't want to sit up here and act like I got, like I'm some professional mind. But to me, it just feels like there's a lack of feel out there when you let runs go. And I'm not usually the guy that brings that up very much. But in this game, I was looking for it, and I just felt like we could have stopped some of that Golden State was doing just by, just calling timeout sooner, and kind of going into our bag for things that maybe could readjust out of what it is that they were doing to us. But ultimately, they're shooting well from behind the arc, and we're not. But we're not shy shooting it. 4-17. It's just not very good. So yeah, that's where my head is, man. I don't particularly think the Lakers are playing well. It's not that we're playing horrible. It's just everybody's a little jet lagged, so to speak, from the break, and it shows. And that's why I didn't want this break to happen. And also the Golden State Warriors, they lost a heartbreaker to us. So for us to come back into their building, you'd had to expect that they were going to try to put the foot on the gas, especially with Bron not out there. All the more reason why you probably want Bron to play in this one, and miss tomorrow, for which he's expected to play against the damn Spurs. I like Wemby as much as the next person, but come on, Bron. If you're going to pick a game to miss, it should have been that one, in my opinion. But, I told him I would give him a pass. But when you see the team come out and not look very good and likely going to lose the game, you look over at Bron, he's sitting there, damn well he's going to play 24 hours from now. It don't hit the same. But it is what it is, man. Hopefully the Lakers can pull it together in the second half. Try to slow down Podziemski and of course, Steph Curry, Trace Jackson Davis. Those guys are really playing well. Clay's 0 for 5, so you got to keep an eye open for Clay. I like what I saw from Spencer Dinwiddie on the defensive end, by the way. He really was doing a good job on Wiggins. A couple plays that I saw. So it's good to have him down there. But it's just hard when you're trying to reincorporate guys that have not been there, come back from the break. Second highest important player not playing. It's just a lot that you have to adjust to going up against a Golden State Warrior team that I think at this point is slightly underrated. They're just a little better than people think. So that's what it is, man. Down 11. Hopefully Lakers can get it together. BDF 44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.